What's up guys, welcome back to our channel. We are coming at you from the beautiful city of Zadar, Croatia. We're actually going to be checking out the old town today. We're going to be checking out a church, a cathedral, we're going to be checking out the old city walls, and we're going to be checking out some really cool art installations, so let's go.
Before we start exploring the old town of Zadar, we want to let you guys know that yesterday we were in a small town called Loon and we went to a very interesting place. It was an olive garden and there was 80,000 olive trees over there, and we saw a whole bunch of very interesting things, and we want to show you guys a little bit of that before we go in there and explore Zadar. And yeah, it was super interesting, so check this out. We have just arrived to this very little town in Croatia called Loon, spelled L-U-N, and they have some very interesting things here. They have a whole bunch of olive trees, a whole big olive garden that you can walk through. You have to buy tickets, but you get to walk through this olive garden, and they have the oldest olive trees here. It's 1600 years old, and you can see we're surrounded by all these beautiful olive trees and rocks, and it's simply beautiful. I mean,
yeah, and these trees are massive. Like, I could not wrap my hands around it if I tried. And the one thing that really surprises me is the fact that they're thriving in a very rocky environment. You can see rocks all over the place, and there's trees everywhere. A fun fact that we learned by reading this pamphlet is that these olive trees are actually wild olive trees. They're self-grown, which means they drop from a seed, grow in the ground. There's no cultivating, there's no farming, there's none of that. They just grow on their own. They're wild, and there's a ton of them in this place, and there's a lot of them that are over 1,000 years old.
you can see the sign over here that it says that we have an olive tree that is 2,000 years old, and it is the widest olive tree in this olive garden, and we're heading that way right now to check it out. But it is very interesting walking through the olive garden right here. You can see all of these rocks all over the place, and then you can see fences that are built up from the rocks, and you can actually see these fences built up from rocks all over Croatia when you're driving through. It also helps stop the wind a little bit because a lot of parts of Croatia are really windy, but this is just such a nice place to walk and check out these really interesting wild olive trees. We just got to the oldest olive tree in the olive garden, and it's right here in front of us. And this tree right here is said to be over 2,000 years old, and it's absolutely massive in diameter, and you can see it's very old. I mean, I'm not sure if you can see that just by looking at it, but there it is, the oldest olive tree in the olive garden.
This is how big it is compared to me right here. It is massive, and I'm standing in the middle of it right now. I can't believe how old it is.
Not only is this place stunning to walk by, but you can see right ahead of us right here, you can see the sea, and you can actually walk by the seaside. This place is absolutely massive, and you can take hours walking around it. It is so beautiful, and it's very calm as well, very peaceful, and it's a great place to just walk and explore.
The point is this, we have a lot of these small bushes, so when you have a lot of something, you do not pay attention. So if you ask around, let's say this small bush over there could be easily 15 or 20 years old.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, that's the problem. It grows really slowly. You have one ramification a year, so ideally if you start to find a branch and count back, you can get the age.
We just found out that you can actually take a tour around this place, and we were told obviously it is best to take a tour because the tour guides know all of the information, and we learned a lot of interesting stuff. They actually told us something while we were just walking. They stopped and they told us a little bit of information, and they actually have a whopping amount, like 80,000 olive trees, and there's actually bushes that are growing out of the rocks that are gonna grow into olive trees later on, and they can take 20 years to grow into olive trees, which is crazy. And it's very interesting walking around this place, like I had said before.
And the 80,000 trees is not including the bushes. That's just the trees with trunks.
really interesting to explore small towns like this one, because this town was absolutely tiny. It's not a city at all, and it's very interesting. You get to have some really authentic experiences. We went to this restaurant and it was such an amazing experience for us over there, because you know, there's people singing there. And they were super welcoming, and they gave us like their local alcohol that they made at home, and we had an absolute blast. And the food, of course, was absolutely amazing. So we would strongly recommend, if you're coming to Croatia, to check out some of these small towns, because there are truly a lot of hidden gems that you can see. And the Olive Garden, of course, was one of them. You guys saw all of the old olive trees and everything. That was really awesome.
Now that you guys have been caught up with what we've been up to the past couple of days, we're gonna start exploring the old town right behind me. And a fun fact is, this old town is actually enclosed by walls, and there are multiple different entrances. We're gonna start by this entrance, and it's called the land entrance.
You can see this entrance right here. I think this one is one of the most popular entrances, and it's called the land gate, like Zay has mentioned right now. And you can see the walls over here to our right side, and actually you can go on the walls. I think you have to pay a little bit of a fee, but you can go on the walls and walk all around the old town. But check out the architecture of this place, and inside the walls here, it's absolutely gorgeous. The architecture, the streets, everything. We are so excited to go and explore and show you guys. So let's head in there right now. Within the old town, you can see there are plenty of walking streets. There are a lot of places like bakeries, foods, ice cream you can get. So it's amazing. There's a lot of shopping that you can also do in here. And Zadar is not just made of this old town, of course. There's also the outside of the old town, which you can go to the malls and stuff, but we will be skipping that, because everywhere you go you can find a mall or a shopping center, and we think that this is the most important and most interesting thing that we can show you guys. And you can see just how beautiful and gorgeous these streets are right here. This is my third or fourth time that I'm here in Croatia, and I gotta say that Croatia has to be one of my favorite European countries to come to, and a lot of people from all over Europe and all over the world come here to vacation, especially for their summer vacation, especially in these warm months, because it is obviously surrounded by the sea. It has a massive coastline with the Adriatic Sea, and it's just a great place to come to on vacation. And also walking around these cities over here like Zadar, and even the smaller cities on the islands, it is such a peaceful and relaxing and great experience that I gotta say that I love Croatia.
Attila has spoken very highly of Croatia, but this is my first time here, and I do have to say I agree so much. A beautiful country and just so much to do.
Right now we are making our way to one of the main attractions within the old city walls, and that is going to be the Cathedral of Saint Anastasia. And we have never seen it in person before, and I'm really excited to check it out. And right in the center where this cathedral is, there's a couple of other things as well. There's going to be some very nice churches and very historical buildings, and I'm super excited to check those out right now.
Me too. We've been within the walls for less than 5 minutes, and we've already walked past like 4 different ice cream shops. There's literally an ice cream shop around every single corner, and they all look so good.
You can see just how close in proximity these ice cream bars are right here, or gelato, I'm not exactly sure, but they look and smell amazing. There's one right there, and there is one right here, just a couple steps from that one. And a little bit later on in the vlog, we are going to be eating from one of these ice cream places and trying out some of the ice cream, and we are really excited because we do love ice cream. Not only are there a lot of ice cream shops, but there are tons of patios and restaurants all over. And like we were saying with the ice creams, every restaurant you walk by, you smell some delicious smells. And we'll see about going out to eat later, but we're probably also going to be trying some local delicious foods, and we're just really excited. I know I keep saying it, but check this out right here. Another ice cream shop right there, so you can just see how close they are, and another one across the street. And if we keep walking, we can probably keep panning the camera back and forth.
I'm literally in ice cream heaven right now.
Yes, like we said, we love ice cream, and there's a lot of variety here, a lot of amazing food. And I gotta say, one of the most excited I am about the videos that we're putting out in Croatia is gonna be the food video, because there's so much amazing food. And yeah, we're just like hyped about being here. We have just made it to the Cathedral of Zadar, also known as the Cathedral of Anastasia, and you can see it is right behind me. But before we tell you guys about it and show you guys closer up, you have heard me say that we're excited to be here and how beautiful this place is, and I think there's no better way of showing you guys all that than with the drone and a beautiful B-roll sequence. So let's go and let's show you guys right now. Now that you guys have seen just how beautiful this place is right here, you guys see it's on the sea and it is gorgeous, and you can do a lot of walking around, especially at the coast or near the coast. You can see all of the boats and you can see the beautiful blue sea. It is just such a relaxing vibe walking around here. But we are going to be starting off our exploration right here. Right behind me is the Church of Saint Donat, and this place was built in the 9th century in the early Middle Ages, and it has a cylindrical shape, and it's actually one of the it is a special church in Europe. It's one of the most recognized and most unique churches because of its shape, and it's extremely old, of course, and it looks stunning, especially from up top. You guys saw the drone footage, how beautiful it looks, and attached to it is Zadar Cathedral, which is also spanning super high up, and it is gorgeous. And this is kind of the main attraction here when you're coming to Zadar, especially if you're looking at the attractions or churches. There's gonna be a lot of them in the city, and yeah, a lot of archaeological sites and very old digs, and it is just awesome walking around here.
There's a ton of plaques around here with a ton of information, and I just read that these ruins, archaeologists believe, date back to the 1st century, and that is before Christ. So to be standing here somewhere so old from such a long time ago and to be able to see pieces from that time is just so amazing.
Right in front of these sites that Zay was talking about, you can see over there the Archaeology Museum. At least that's what I believe it is based on what it says over there. And if you're interested in the history and learning more about it, that is an option for you to go check out. And there are also other museums all over the city. I saw a really cool one that I would like to actually go check out, but we will not show it on video. It is a glass museum. So if you're interested in checking out museums, there are plenty to check out here in Zadar, and I would definitely recommend that you guys go ahead and do that if it's something that you like. If you're not traveling light and you would like to take some souvenirs home, there are plenty of places that you can pick those up within the city and also within the coast. If you're walking near the coast and the water, you can see behind me and beside me, there's all kinds of things from clothing items and art pieces and everything in between. There's a lot of things you can get and pick up. And yeah, unfortunately, you guys already know our situation. We are traveling light, so we're not going to be picking anything up, but there are definitely lots of different items you can see all around us.
Next, we're gonna go check out two of the most famous art installations in all of Zadar. We're gonna be checking out the sea organs and the greetings to the sun. You guys, it is so wavy by the water, and there's somebody swimming. I'm really surprised.
Yes, and as you guys can tell, we are by the water right now, and we're gonna be walking down the promenade. It is wavy, like Zay said, and it's a little bit windy, as you may be able to hear with the microphone picking up some of the wind, but there are still a ton of people walking here. It's a really nice day. It's clear skies, it's sunny, and yeah, just check it out. You can see all the souvenir shops that we were talking about earlier as well. There's a lot of handmade jewelry over here and all kinds of different things that you can buy. When you're coming to Zadar, and if you're staying a couple of days, you could definitely take some day trips. And here you can see that you can go to Kornati Islands or Kornati National Park, and that's somewhere that we did actually go. And if you have not seen that video, it is our last video, and we'll link it up here so you guys can click and watch it. But there's a lot of different activities that you can do, so if you spend a couple of days here in Zadar, you can definitely spend them well and do a whole bunch of different activities. We are coming up to the sea organ right now, and we can actually hear it from here, and you can see everybody sitting here and enjoying the sounds that they're creating. These organs were created in 2005, and as the waves hit them, they make all these wonderful sounds, and you can see the holes in the ground right here actually, and that's where the sound is coming out from. But it is incorporated in these steps over here, and that's how it makes the sounds, and it's very interesting. And right now you can see everybody sitting there and just enjoying the view of the sea and the beautiful sounds that the sea organs are creating.
Alfred Hitchcock, a famous English film director, said that the most beautiful sunset in the world happens right here in Zadar. We're going to show you guys that later on, but before that, we are standing on top of this massive circle with a ton of solar powered lights that turn on at night and create this beautiful light show. Also reflecting with the sunset is just so beautiful. We're going to show you all of that later. This part of Croatia, Zadar, Prevlaka, near the coast, is so stunning. You can see the mountains in the backdrop, you can see the sea, the town, everything. It's such a picturesque place, and I'm just in love with it. I just want to come here and live here.
We've been talking about the delicious gelato over here in Zadar, and you guys know how much we love gelato. So right now we are going to head to one of the best shops and grab some gelato and enjoy it until the sunset starts setting, and then we're going to come back here and show you guys the beautiful sunset as well as that light installation behind us, the solar powered one. And we're super excited to see this. I have never been here, Zay has never been here, and we're just super excited to see it all.
That looks so good.
You know what you want?
Yes. Cookies. And can I also get pistachio? Anything else for you? That's it.
We have just made it to the gelato shop of choice, which was recommended to us by my mom's cousin, our family, and it is right here. We got the ice cream. Everything looks so delicious. We're so excited to try it. Everybody got something different, and yeah, I got a Kinder one and something fruit of the forest. This one's the fruity one, and it is very flavorful, very delicious. Like we had said earlier on in the vlog, there are so many choices, but we recommend this one. Come and try it out. It is absolutely delicious. Now that we have had our very delicious gelatos, we are back here at the sea organs and the sunset, and there are a lot more people than there were before. You guys can see right here. It is packed right now, and I'm assuming it's only gonna get more packed as the sun sets even lower, but it is already very beautiful. You can see the sunset and the sea and the mountains in the distance, and we cannot wait to see once it sets how it's gonna look. The sun is just about to set fully. As you can see, it is just about to hide under those mountains, and you can see the amount of people watching right here. It is crazy, and there's a lot more up ahead over there, and it is so beautiful. We can definitely see why someone said that this was one of the most beautiful sunsets in the world, and it did not disappoint us. It is so gorgeous. There's tons of people around here, and just seeing the boats go by you by the sea over here with the sunset and the birds flying by, you can see everyone is enjoying a lot, and so are we, and it is just gorgeous right here.
As the sun is setting, we have seen its beauty. We are gonna go check out the solar light show.
While watching the sunset, you can also hear the sea organ still going, and of course, as long as there's waves, the sea organ is gonna be going all night, all day, 24/7. And the light show is just about to turn on right now. I'm not sure if it's on yet because I can't see, but there's a lot of people standing on it waiting for it to turn on. And yeah, we're excited to see it. It's gonna be our first time seeing this on at nighttime, and we're really excited to see it. You can see that the sun is just about to set and the lights are already on over here. As you step on them, they change colors, and there's a lot of people right here in this area specifically, but all over in general there's a lot of people. And just look at the beauty. You can actually see the moon up there. I know it's kind of small in this view right here, but you can see the moon, and then you can see the sunset and all of the people all around just enjoying.
It's true.
Alright guys, that'll basically be it for this vlog right here. We hope we got to show you Zadar and we inspired you to come here, travel, and check it out for yourself, because there's so much beauty here. And obviously in one vlog we can't show you everything, but please leave a comment down below on what was your favorite part of what we showed you today. Leave a like, subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one.